right, here we are in West Rutland boys JV action. Rochester making the trip down to play West Rutland in Hinchy Gymnasium. We'll try and set the starting lineups for you. Matt Hart, 30, is going to jump center against Joel Domas for Rochester, and we'll catch the rest of them as we go. Hart wins the tip, but Rochester controls. They're to midcourt. Pass to the near wing, back to the top of the key. Far wing, long two. Off the rim, no good. Riley Dow, great position, pulls down the rebound. He finds Keaton Wright Chapman. And he's going to bring it up with some pace and see what he can find. Bullet pass. Rochester gets a hand on it, deflects, and now they control, and they're back to midcourt. Near wing, wide open. That's a long two. Dow with his second rebound. Finds Keaton Wright Chapman, and he's going to slow things down a little bit, run some offense. So you've got Keaton Wright Chapman, 10, running the point. You've got 52 Dow at center. Kyle Laughlin, 22, posting now and setting the pick. You've got Matt Hart, 30, cutting through, and that's Liam Boyer, 11, on the far wing. Boyer with the ball now. That pass to Hart. Hart to the corner for Laughlin. Hofflin has a cutting Boyer, but no pass. Patient offense for West Rutland. Swing to the far wing, it's Matt Hart. Keaton Wright Chapman cuts through, nothing there. Boyer top of the key. Swings to Laughlin. Laughlin has a cutting Hart, wide open. Patient offense. Hart goes up, blocked. Rebound, no good. Dow almost has his third rebound of the game, gets a hand on it. Ball kicks out to Laughlin, and great job crashing the boards. That's Kyle Laughlin, 22, streaking in, grabbing that rebound, going right up strong. And West Rutland going to go full court pressure here. That's Keaton Wright Chapman up top, pressuring the ball. Nice double, forces a long pass, but Rochester able to get to the three-point line. Long bomb, and Boyer showing some length, goes up and gets that. We're at 6:15 here in the first quarter, and West Rutland's up 2-0 on the strength of a Kyle Laughlin putback. Chapman to Bo, fakes the pass, dribble, drive, and that's a thing of beauty right there. Keaton Wright Chapman puts in 2 for Westside. And we're going to step away while I reset the line. There's the first horn. We'll watch West Rutland come out of their huddle here. Rochester coming out with number 12. That's Joel Domas. 24, Darren Gendron. 5 is Jeffrey Lakatis. Great pressure, West Rutland. Keaton Wright Chapman gets a hand on that. 10, Corey Robinson also on the floor for Rochester. And we've got one more. Just player inbounding the ball, that's Travis Needham. So Rochester able to break that pressure, and they're out to midcourt. And Keaton Wright Chapman extending the man-to-man defense almost out to the midcourt stripe. West Rutland going a lot more man-to-man this year. New coaching regime is in. Don Dunches Jr. and Don Dunches Sr. put in their years. Great service for the kids, and they have stepped down. Keith Schneider's running the varsity program, and his buddy Jordan Toller is running JV and assisting the varsity. And Keaton Wright Chapman hand off to Laughlin. Laughlin likes what he sees, so he takes a 3, and that's in. Nothing but the bottom of the net for that 3, and West Rutland's going to continue with the pressure. And pressure forces a tough pass that carries off Rochester hands, a little too wide, and West Side turnover. They're up 7-0 with 5:09 in the first quarter. Laughlin pops open at the top of the key, swings to Keaton Wright Chapman. Dribble drive, elbow jumper, pure. And West Side up 9-0. And able to inbound quickly. And they're up to midcourt and pass. They'll set up and run the offense. Liam Boyer extends the defense, as does Keaton Wright Chapman on the far side. Bullet pass into the paint, kick back out to 3. Nice pass to the post, and West Rutland drops down and doubles.
Set it up, set it up.
Rochester coach asking his players to reset the offense. That pass far wing. Top of the key. Dribble drive into the lane. Kick out. And that is in between two Rochester players.
Jeffrey, look for the seams and look
Sub coming, 14, Tyler Serrani in, 11, Matt Boyer out. Serrani, an 8th grader, playing up, getting significant minutes.
Cody, don't give him an outside shot. Stay a little closer to him.
And hand off to Serrani. Serrani swings to Laughlin. Laughlin thinks about it.
Back door. That's back door, Maddie. Here we go.
Now Keaton Wright Chapman. Screen for Dow, opens up some space. Dribble, drive, tough finish for 2. Tough pass, thought West Rutland could pick it off, but it makes it all the way through. Dribble drive, nothing there. Great fake. Keaton Wright Chapman gets a hand on that. Matt Hart pulls it down, and here comes West Rutland. Bullet pass, looking up to a running Tyler Serrani. Goes up for a tough attempt at the layup there. Cannot get the shot to fall, but he'll shoot 2. That's the first foul of the game. It's going to be on number 12. Joel Domas picks up his first against Poultney, and Serrani to shoot 2. First one up and rattles home. Second shot coming. Off the back of the rim, no good. And Matt Hart, great offensive rebound, puts it right back up. He does a great job on the offensive and defensive boards. Has a tremendous sense of anticipation in the right spot at the right time. He's not a huge kid, not a ton of vertical, but he hauls down a ton of rebounds.
Last one. Jeffrey out of bounds.
So Rochester, great cut by 5 to get into space, but that's off his fingertips. And here's Tyler Serrani. Goes up, right-handed finish on the left-handed side, but gets it to drop. That's 14-0 West Side. 3:15 left in the first quarter. Rochester coach asking for his team to set up and run motion here. West Rutland's playing good man-to-man defense, making things difficult. Serrani extends the defense, gets caught. Pump fake gets him up off his feet. Dribble drive and the kick out is too high. But apparently tipped by West Rutland. So Rochester sideline inbound play with 2:57. And Matt Hart checks out. And Mikey Barrett has checked into the game, number 3. Mikey Barrett, the player of the game last game against Poultney.
Let's go, guys. Good D. Let's
He
go.
receives and then hands back to Keaton Wright Chapman. Mike Barrett has one speed. It is 100 miles an hour. Great quickness and a lot of length. So Keaton Wright Chapman fakes the handoff again. Dribble drive into the lane, spins, goes up strong, rolls off the front, no good. Rolls off the back, no good, but Kyle Laughlin, rebound, immediate putback. And full court press pulled off by West Rutland here. They're up 16-2. And Tyler Serrani showing anticipation. Mikey Barrett streaking up the floor. Nice try for the finish there at full speed. Keaton Wright Chapman pump fake, dribbles into the lane. Contact, but no call. Laughlin out for Serrani. Third time's a charm. West Rutland keeping the ball alive, keeping the possession alive, and Tyler Serrani tees up a 3. It's 19-2. And that made possible by his anticipation and hustle at the top of the key to force that turnover, then generously given up to Mikey Barrett. Barrett missed the layup, but all West Side on the offensive boards.
Chin down. Hey, chin down. Riley, you're down.
So here comes Keaton Wright Chapman. Patient, walks it up.
Guys, get your hands active.
Hands off to Serrani. Serrani dribbling across the top of the key. Skip pass to Barrett. Barrett looks inside to Dow. Dow thinks about the drop step. Instead kicks it out to the three-point line for Keaton Wright Chapman. He's going to dribble, drive, spin. Burst of speed, splits defenders. Good look. Mikey Barrett on the boards. Riley Dow able to keep that ball alive. Laughlin controls. He's going to try and dribble drive, and there's just too much traffic in the lane, so he kicks out. Keaton Wright Chapman now going to reset the offense. We're at 56 seconds left in the first quarter here. Serrani.
Come on, other side, Riley.
Pass to Laughlin. Laughlin ball fake to Barrett. Dow posting, but good defense to deny. Great pass into Dow. Dribble, drop, step, too strong off the glass. Rochester controls, and Tyler Serrani making things difficult in the backcourt. We're under 35 seconds here now, first quarter, and it has been all West Rutland so far. That pass into the paint, and there was a lane for the Rochester player to drive, but he's unable to get the spin completed and head to the hooper at 26.2 seconds left. And Rochester to inbound.
Come to the hoop to help him out. Come to the ball.
Near wing. Dribble to the top of the key. Far wing. Thought about the three. Rochester showing patience. Great pass to the block. Up fake. Nice move into the paint, but too strong. 6 seconds left. And Keaton Wright Chapman kick out. Serrani, I don't believe it's good. So off the rim. That final shot, about the only thing that didn't go West Rutland's way. They're up 19-2 at the end of the quarter, and we will check back as West Rutland breaks their huddle. Rutland breaks the huddle. We've got some substitutions. 32, Garrett Waite checking in. Matt Hart, 30 back in. 11, Liam Boyer in. 5, Zach Farnham is in, and number 4, Mac Perry, the second 8th grader, playing up. Number 4, he'll run the point. So all 5 have changed over for Westside here. And Farnham going to inbound to Perry. Perry dribbles near side, has Boyer in the post. Tough pass, but great hustle. Number 5, Farnham immediately puts it up, rattles around, no good, gets his own rebound. Farnham scrapping, gets on the floor for that, called for the travel.
Hey, back up, ball set. Hold up.
Pass near wing, out of the three-point line. Boyer out to defend, and that's great anticipation. Garrett Waite pokes away the pass, goes up strong, off the rim, no good, continuing to scrap, tears the ball away from the Rochester player. Great work, Garrett Waite. He's going to shoot 2. So that's the second foul of the game. And I believe that's the second on number 12, Joel Domas. And Garrett Waite, 32, is going to put up 2. First one off the back of the rim, no good. Sub coming for Rochester. Number 12 going to come sit down. Number 22, Jake Jones, checking in. 34, Ray Hart. 22, Jake Jones down low for Rochester. Second shot, good. 14, Travis Needham. Inbounds to 3, Sam Klingensmith.
See if we can run motion, guys. Go.
And Rochester coach asking his players to run motion offense here. Pass to the wing. Immediate pressure, Garrett Waite. Handoff, dribble, drive into the paint. Floater, rolls around and drops. Nice drive for the Rochester player there. And Mac Perry's going to run point and get this ball up to midcourt. He's going to dribble near side. Picks up his dribble, high pressure by Rochester. Perry hands off to Farnham. Farnham looking for Boyer on the block. That pass tipped. Boyer able to handle it, and he's getting bodied right there. They're going to call the body on 22, which is Jake Jones, be his first, third on Rochester. West Rutland will inbound. They got a 20-4 lead here with 6:49 in the first quarter. And Perry to inbound. Boyer breaks into the corner, open, nice bounce pass top to the near wing for Farnham. Farnham finds Mac Perry off the rim, no good. And great work, West Rutland. I believe that was Matt Hart coming down with that offensive rebound.
Here, you're 4.
Hand off to Perry. Perry across the top to Matt Hart. Hart to Boyer. Boyer out of the three-point line. Dribble drive into the paint. Lots of traffic. Too much congestion there to get through. It's going to be a jump ball, I believe, and it's going to be Rochester ball on the possession. Here comes Garrett Waite out, and you've got Tyler Serrani checking back in, number 14.
All right.
Bounce pass near wing. Gonna hand off. Dribble drive to the block. Tough baseline jumper won't go, and Mac Perry pulls down the rebound, and he's gonna push, see what he can find. He's got Tyler Serrani. One pass, and Serrani cuts through the defense. Strong move to the hoop, but won't drop. And Perry.
Hey, 11. Good rebound, Ray. Be patient.
Able to get his hand on that, pokes it out. West Rutland going to employ some more full court pressure here. This group of players hasn't worked on it yet this game. Farnham forces sideline. Player immediately doubled and able to get that ball away. Nice job of the Rochester player to maintain composure and get that ball out of that trouble spot. That's a long three off the front of the rim, no good. Skips off a hand and Tyler Serrani controls. And he's looking way up the floor. He's got Matt Hart. Nice job, Matt Hart. Win that 50-50 battle, come down with the ball, and then immediately strong to the hoop for two. It's 22-4 now. Bullet pass to the block. West Rutland player up off their feet. I think that was Serrani trying for the block. Nice composure there. Rochester player pulls it back down. Hits the short jumper, 22-6 with 5:11 left, second quarter. Perry, top of the key, through his legs. Boyer comes out and sets the pick. Perry elects to go far side to Serrani, and now Farnham has a posting Matt Hart, but looks elsewhere. Tyler Serrani thinks about the dribble drive. Boyer goes down hard. That ball over to Perry. Perry on the far wing. Couple dribbles. Now he's going to cross over and head into the paint. He's going to kick it out for Hart. Hart thinks about it. Now he comes to Serrani. Serrani pump fake. Dribbles into traffic. And kicks it back out. Mac Perry going to hand off to Matt Hart. Matt Hart thinks about it. Now he swings to Farnham. Farnham up fake. Dribbles in and doubled there. Forced to kick back out. Boyer. Tough catch. Spin move off the glass. No good. West Rutland contesting, but Rochester pushing into the offensive half. Nice pass to the block. And that one goes. It's 22-8. Got a sub coming for both teams at the next opportunity. Mikey Barrett's going to check back in for West Side. Perry.
Settle down. There you go.
Slowing things down here. Hands off to Serrani. Serrani near wing to Hart. Hart has a cutting Serrani, but goes to Perry on the far wing instead. Perry picks up the dribble, looks for Hart. Rochester anticipates, and now they're off to the races. Dribble into the paint, and now a kick out for three. That ball skims the net. Tyler Serrani kept his hands off it, so it's West Rutland ball. Boyer 11 checking out, 3 Mikey Barrett checking in, and 15 for Rochester checking in. We'll check the program in a moment to see who that is. We've got Donovan Pachuto. I'm sure I butchered that, I apologize. Perry to Serrani. Serrani dribbles. And that ball to a cutting Farnham. And Coach Toller doesn't like what he sees there. He's going to call a timeout. He's going to reset here, and we're going to step away momentarily. First horn after that timeout. West Side going to break the huddle. We're going to stick with the same 5. You got 5 Zach Farnham, 4 Mac Perry, 14 Tyler Serrani, 30 Matt Hart, and 3 Mikey Barrett. 5 West Side players. So West Rutland will inbound. That pass rolled off a Rochester player.
Between him and the basket, Donovan.
That pass into Serrani. His heel almost came down on the line. Baseball pass, far wing. Hart likes what he sees. He puts up the 3, no good. And Barrett, great rebound, immediately up with the ball. Off the rim, no good.
Hey, defense, let's go. Come on, White. Set up.
Farnham.
Yeah, Sam.
Pushed his player to the sideline. Rochester player able to accelerate past, get to a good spot to shoot. Second foul of the game on Tyler Serrani. First of the game maybe on Serrani. First on West Rutland. First shot up, off the rim, no good. Riley Dow going to check back in.
On the release, Ray.
Zach firing him out, Riley Dow in. 22-8 West Side with 2:51 left in the half. That ball up and through. 22-9 West Side inbounds. Mac Perry at midcourt. Hands off to Mikey Barrett. Barrett dribble drive, strong move all the way through the defense. Puts it up, but it won't fall. Perry, short jumper. Off the rim, no good. West Rutland working to keep that ball alive. Mikey Barrett showing his quickness and length right there. Keeping the offensive trip alive, and he earns a trip to the stripe. He'll shoot 2.
Sam, you can't go in the circle.
That foul was on Sam Klingensmith. His first, 4th of the half for Rochester, so foul's not a problem for either team here in the first half. Barrett buries it. Second shot coming. Same spot, same shot, same result. Barrett hits both, and Serrani puts the pressure on, forces the turnover. And 2:35 left here. West Rutland going to inbound under their offensive hoop. Screens across. Had the bounce pass to Dow on the block, but that bounced off a foot and carried out off the sideline. So West Rutland to inbound on the far sideline.
You're on the help line, right? You're on the help line.
And West Side going to go backcourt to Barrett.
Matt, come to the ball. Matt, come to the ball.
Barrett, top of the key, picks up his dribble. Swing pass to Hart. Hart. Pick and roll for Dow. And how about that, baby? Pick and roll basketball. Riley Dow knows how to finish that. Nice job of Hart to find him. Tyler Serrani accepts the inbound pass, goes up strong and is fouled. He'll shoot 2. It's 26-9 with 2:14 left in the half. Great anticipation, great hustle. Tyler Serrani cut in front of the Rochester player and take that inbound pass. Immediately up strong and fouled. It's the first foul on 15 for Rochester. Donovan Pichicudo. Gonna have to ask a coach to help me with that name at halftime.
Pichicudo.
Pichicudo? Thank you so much. Subs for both teams. Matt Hart, Mac Perry checking out. Garrett Waite, 32, checks in, as does 11 Liam Boyer. Second shot is beautiful.
Hey, everybody say what you got, White.
And Tyler Serrani continues to make mayhem in the backcourt for Rochester. Barrett immediately comes over to pick up his man. And Rochester able to break through the pressure. They're at the top of the key, and West Rutland will set back up in their man-to-man. Great ball fake pass to the top of the key. That's a ball passed out of the wing. Kick out to the three-point line. Top of the key, 34 thinks about it. And Mikey Barrett almost picks that pass off. High pressure. Great dribble drive into the paint. Floater up off the rim, no good. Mikey Barrett down with a rebound. He's got one speed. It is go. Unable to get it to drop, and might get a reach from behind there. Mikey Barrett pulls that rebound down, and he gets ahead of steam like that. You can be pretty confident he's going to try and take it to the rack.
Here we go. Joel, come to the ball.
So foul is on Barrett. Great dribble drive past Barrett, and bounce pass top of the key, swing.
That's it, Joel. Take it. That's it, Joel.
It's a nice entry pass. Boyer not in a great position, ends up fouling on the back there. Non-shooting foul. I believe it's the first on Boyer, it is.
Hands up, Mike. Hands up, Mikey.
1:26 left, and Tyler Serrani intercepts that pass. Crossover Loses the handle, finds Mikey Barrett. Coach asked for the setup. Mikey Barrett liked the three. He was wide open, so he puts it up. Off the back of the rim, Rochester controls now there to midcourt, and Serrani continuing to put the pressure on, make things difficult for Rochester. Pass to the top of the key. Dribble drive. That's a good look. A little too long. Riley Dow for the rebound. 55 seconds left. Serrani running the point for Westside now. Nice luxury to have a third kid who can handle it for you, especially if two of them are 8th graders. Serrani hands off to Barrett. Barrett to Boyer. Boyer bounce pass to Garrett Waite. Cutting Mikey Barrett on the block. Goes up strong, no good. Garrett Waite crashing the boards. Able to force the tie-up and get a jump ball. It's 27-9 with 31.2 seconds left here.
Jake, you got a guy. What do you got?
Barrett's going to inbound. Dow's in a great position on the block here. Out to Waite. Serrani takes a look at the clock. Coach asked him for one shot, so they're going to slow things down a little bit. We're down to 23 seconds now. West Rutland with quite a lead here. Boyer dribbles to the top of the key, now kicks back out to Serrani. We're at 12 seconds. Bounce pass to a cutting Waite. Baby hook up off the glass, no good. What a great look. 4 seconds left, and Barrett intercepts the pass, puts it up, no good. That's at the buzzer. Boyer with a good look at the hoop, can't get it to drop. It's 27-9 Westside at the end of the half. Good work for the kids in white tonight. Coach Toller's got them playing hard, full court pressure giving Rochester fits, and pretty efficient on the offensive half. Nice half for Westside. We will be back shortly. So West Rutland back from warming up into the huddle. A few last minute instructions from Coach Jordan Toller. And then we'll head into the second half here. Here's the first horn. Now's a good time for me to express my appreciation to PEGTV for allowing me to use this equipment and put these games on TV. I know the kids truly appreciate it. I know folks who are out of town or working a late night can't make it here, appreciate being able to see the kids. I know the kids get a big thrill out of it. So thank you so much to PEGTV. And also encourage people, if there's something that is important to you, talk to PEGTV about it. I'm going to guess they'll let you put it on TV. They'll help you learn how to use the equipment. They'll help you learn how to edit all your footage and produce a show and put what you feel is important on TV. So this is something that I enjoy. I've been doing it for 4 or 5 years. But if there's something that you find you feel is important, talk to PEG. They'll let you put it on TV. Here we are, start of the second half. Westside 27, Rochester 9, and Rochester inbounds at midcourt.
Hands up.
Dow defending at the foul line. Hart out on number 5. Rochester pivots. Laughlin almost picks that pass and takes it the other way. That's Keaton Wright Chapman out. And Matt Hart's going to extend the defense out as far as the 3-point line.
No fake cut, no fake cut. Good, Liam.
West Rutland, squeaky sneakers means hustling defense. Keaton Wright Chapman picks that pass off and lays it in off the glass for 2 more. Rochester patient. West Rutland continued to work on defense, intercepted that pass, took it the other way. Matt Hart out to defend, that's Boyer.
Get through it, Keaton. Get through it, Keaton. Get up. Oh, that's you. That's
Tough
hard.
pass into the paint, Rochester.
Get up, Liam.
Able to keep that ball alive. Short jumper, no good. And Kyle Laughlin in a great spot for the rebound. Keaton Wright Chapman's going to walk it up the floor.
Who's got that man over there?
Wide open. I believe that's Matt Hart. Long jumper, no good. He pursues. And we'll see what the call here is. Matt Hart ends up picking up the foul on that. So it's 6:41 left. Third quarter, Westside up by 20. First foul of the game against Matt Hart.
Hands up in the passing lane, White. Active. Get through it, Liam. Get up, Liam. Help.
Dribble drive into the paint. Pass over to the block. High floater. Drops through for 2.
Come on, man.
And Keaton Wright Chapman into Boyer, back to Keaton Wright Chapman. He walks it up. West Side able to be patient with a significant lead. Laughlin thinks about the cut. Keaton Wright Chapman thinks about the dribble drive, puts it on the deck, into the paint, lays it off the glass and in.
2 to 3. Gotta talk to each other. Get up.
Pass to the foul line, kick back out. Hart there to defend. That pass down to the block, kick back out, long 2, off the rim, no good. That shot off the glass, no good. Dow rebounds, and he kicks out to Kyle Laughlin, who finds Keaton Wright Chapman, who is up to midcourt.
Help line.
Laughlin, top of the key, near wing to Hart, to Boyer.
That's it, Cody.
Boyer had a cutting Laughlin, but nice job to stick with him on defense for Rochester. Boyer picks up his dribble, now it's a bounce pass top of the key for Wright Chapman. Laughlin, patient, pulls it back out, picks up his dribble, and lazy pass to the point guard, almost picked off by Rochester there. And Westside gonna run offense. Keaton fakes the handoff, dribble drive into the paint, no good. Great rebound, high off the glass, rolls around but won't drop. Rochester rebound, and here they come on the counterattack. They're to midcourt, pass to a streaking Rochester player. He gets fouled, and he'll shoot 2. That foul is on Keaton. Rochester to shoot 2, that's his first. Second of the game for Westside, and lead still 20 points, 31-11. First shot up and good. That is Sam Klingensmith on the line for Rochester.
Hey, box out.
Second shot up. Thought it was good, rolls around. Nice anticipation. Rochester wins the offensive rebound and swing it around. Up fake. Kick that ball out to the 3-point line. Far wing. Up fake. And Dow's there, forces the turnover, couple dribbles, and then he finds Laughlin. Laughlin off to the races, nobody there to stop him. So he's just gonna take it straight to the rack. Wide open lane to drive there. Sub coming for West Rutland at the next opportunity. That pass near wing. Handoff, dribble down to the corner. Laughlin gets the body on him, no call. Bounce pass, kicked out to the 3-point line. That's a long 2, both feet on the line, off the front of the rim, no good. Dow's there, great position, and able to haul down that rebound. And here comes West Rutland. Sub coming for Rochester as well at the next opportunity. 22 is going to be checking in. That's a kick, no call. Nice pass onto the block, and Dow picks up another rebound. Dribbling in traffic here, finds a guard.
Who's got that down low?
And that's a long bomb to Matt Hart. Great job to hustle down the floor and get to an open spot. Nice recognition for Westside to find him. And Rochester coach wants to talk about how a man's all alone on the block there. We're going to step away. We'll be back as West Rutland breaks their huddle. There's the first horn. There's your score. 35-12 with 3:32 left here in the third quarter. West Rutland with a couple pretty easy looks at the hoop there. Rochester going to come out with a little more intensity out of that timeout. 22 for them checking in. That is Jake Jones. And 24, Darren Gendron checking out for Rochester. And we'll see who the switch was for Westside. Looks like Liam Boyer checked out, and Tyler Serrani, 14, checked in. And it's going to be more aggressive man-to-man. That's a foul line jumper, no good. Nice rebound. Rochester kicks out to the 3-point line. Swing, that's a 3. Rattles home, and it's good. Mikey Barrett ready to check in at the next opportunity. That brings the lead back to 20. It's 35-15. And here comes Keaton Wright Chapman, jogs it up to midcourt. Hands off to Laughlin. Laughlin, swing pass to Serrani. Serrani. Nice job of Rochester to contest that, but Matt Hart, good strong hands. And then an entry pass onto the block. Nice work on the boards there. Kyle Laughlin's going to shoot 2 after he was fouled on his second attempt. And that is 3 on number 12, Joel Milnes. Laughlin to shoot 2. And that ball rattles home. In Barrett, out Dow.
All right, Jones, you got 3 now.
Know who you got.
Second ball off the back of the rim, no good. And Mikey Barrett, immediate impact. Offensive rebound, strong off the glass. And it rattles through. Westside gets a hand on that. Everybody on the floor, jump ball says West Rutland. Nice job, Matt Hart, deflect the pass and then get down on the floor for the loose ball.
Back and get him in. You're the 5.
Eaton right, Chapman hands off to Laughlin. Laughlin, top of the key, couple dribbles, comes near wing to Serrani. What a beautiful bounce pass to a cutting Matt Hart. Threaded the needle, Matt unable to handle it, but wow. Great look at a Matt Hart cutting towards the hoop right there. And here comes Rochester.
Get through it, Mike. Hands up, don't reach.
Mikey Barrett making things difficult on the defensive floor. He's got a lot of length and very quick active hands. Serrani pressures his man, and that ball out to the top of the key.
Hands up. Run it, Serrani.
Up fake, great help defense there to shut the door. Serrani, loose ball, and Mikey Barrett pulls it down. He's going to slow things down and look for a guard, and gets it over to Keaton Wright Chapman, who is top of the key. He likes what he sees. He puts up the 3 off the back of the rim, no good. And look at the offensive rebound by Kyle Laughlin. Puts up the baby hook and it drops in. Westside extending the lead. We got 40-15 with 1:22 left in the third quarter. Bounce pass, far wing, ball fake, and tries to skip pass, but Kyle Laughlin picks that off, goes up strong, earns a trip to the line.
Sometimes you just gotta let them go. You can't just ride them like that. They're gonna follow you. Sometimes just gotta let them play good D and let them go.
So that foul's on Clingman Smith, his second. Laughlin's first shot rattles out, no good. Out comes Joel Domas, number 12. In comes 34, Ray Hart. And second shot is pure for Laughlin. 41-15 here, third quarter. Dribble drive into the paint, but Serrani's there. Loose ball, scramble for it, and Kyle Laughlin finds Keaton Wright Chapman. We've got a Rochester player getting up slowly. Jeffrey Lakatis comes off. We've got a sub coming in, and Cody Parker is going to be called over to the Rochester bench. He is the athletic trainer for West Rutland, and I hate having the opportunity to say it because it means somebody's hurt, but having a professional of Cody's caliber here at these home games is a huge asset. Big thank you to the West Rutland School Board for paying Cody's salary. He's at all the home JV and varsity games, and he is here for all the players.
You're at the wing.
So he's over to attend to the Rochester player. He'll do an assessment, give the coach a recommendation about whether the player is going to be able to return. He'll wrap things that need wrapping, he'll ice. And I've seen him spend a significant amount of time after games giving advice to parents about how to handle things the next day, the next 2 days. So tremendous asset to have Cody Parker here. Huge relief for parents to know their kids being well cared for. Takes a lot of pressure off coaches who may either not be qualified to make the call about whether a player can return or may not be 100% unbiased about something like that. So love having Cody here, and we'll stop talking Cody and we'll go back to basketball now. 43-16 West Side. There's 26 minutes left.
Move your feet. feet.
26 seconds left. And Keaton Wright Chapman, dribble drive, pretty easy. Reverse layup, no good. Matt Hart on the offensive boards, no good. Ball kept alive. Kyle Laughlin's got a long bomb, no good. West Rutland, multiple opportunities. We're at 7 seconds. Got to have a little clock awareness here. Keaton Wright Chapman, top of the key, finds a cutting Matt Hart for the easy layup at the end of the quarter. And that last series right there pretty much tells you what you need to know about this game. Multiple opportunities on the offensive end for Westside. Open cutters and a finish. We're at 45-16, and we will be back for the final quarter after the teams break their huddle. All right, back for fourth quarter action. Rochester will inbound the ball. And Zach Farnham, backcourt pressure. Gets a hand on that inbounds pass, goes up, layup no good, and full court pressure. And now Coach Toller asks the boys to back off, but Farnham shows some quickness, anticipation right there. Baseline, swings out to the far wing. Farnham extends the defense all the way out. And that high pressure forces a double dribble. So we've got some subs in here for Westside. Zach Farnham checking into the game. He'll inbound to Mac Perry, who will run the point. Tyler Serrani, 14 is in. 32, Garrett Wade is in. And 3, Mikey Barrett is in. Serrani cuts back the other way. Goes in on the left side, goes up strong. Can't get the shot to fall, but he'll shoot 2. And I believe that's number 4 on Domas. Serrani going to shoot 2. Off the front of the rim, no good. Second shot coming. Off the rim, no good.
That's it, Donovan. Good job.
And Donovan Pichicudo there for the rebound. Farnham extends the defense well past the three-point line. He's got a lot of quickness. Rochester picks up the dribble, and Farnham immediately there to harass him. Gets a hand on that pass, tips it out.
You got to start moving. You got to set screens.
Okay, I got between your man and the basket, White.
Rochester to inbound. Bounce pass. Forced into a baseline player. Mishandled and out of bounds. The West Rutland ball. And here comes Mac Perry. He cuts left and hands off to Serrani. Serrani swings to Waite. Waite comes near side. Farnham finds a cutting Serrani. No good, but strength on the boards. Tyler Serrani, first shot won't go. Gets his own rebound, goes up strong, gets the finish, and he'll shoot one more for the old-fashioned 3. And that is the first foul on 24. Darren Gendron. Bang! Tyler Serrani with a 3. 48-16 Westside with 6:53 left. We've got a sub coming for Rochester.
You're going in Donovan.
Work. Use your feet. Use your feet.
Good work. That was much better. That time you watched the guy.
And here comes Rochester. Farnham, immediate pressure, picks up the pass, picks up the dribble, and gonna have a hard time getting out of trouble there. Gets it off to the player on the foul line. Zach Farnham getting his hands on passes, tries to reverse layup, gets himself caught a little bit under the hoop, but goes up with it anyway, and he'll shoot 2. Ray Hart picking up the foul there, and Farnham to shoot 2. First on Hart and 5th on Rochester. We're at 6:36 left. That ball skips off the front of the rim, rolls around, but will not drop. Farnham going to shoot another here.
Big box, guys. Who's got shooter?
Second shot rattles home. And West Side backs off to set up their half-court offense. Rochester dribble drive into the paint. All kinds of traffic there. West Rutland going to get called for a reach. That's Serrani. I believe that's 2 on Serrani. 4 on West Side. Bounce pass to the corner. And Barrett gets a hand on that, forces the turnover. West Rutland showing a great amount of quickness, getting their hands on these Rochester passes. Excuse me. Mac Perry, midcourt, accelerates far side, hands off Serrani. Serrani comes to Garrett Waite. Waite has Farnham, and Farnham with a beautiful pass to the cutting Serrani. Everything but the finish there. Rochester end to end into traffic. They maintain possession of the ball, but nice job of West Side to get back and shut that drive down.
Sam in the 3 position. This side.
And West Rutland seeing the benefits of patience on offense. That was a wide open look at the hoop. That last trip down the floor. Dribble into the paint. That ball tipped and it stays with Rochester. Rochester players lingering in the paint a little bit here. Far side wing picks up the dribble. Nice floating entry pass. And Farnham comes across for the clean block on that. And here comes West Rutland off to the races. 3 West Rutland players all alone under the Rochester hoop for that offensive finish. I apologize, I didn't see who finished it, but all West Rutland on that trip up the floor. 51-16 with 5 minutes, 18 seconds left. And West Rutland continuing with the defensive intensity. Picks up a foul there. That's going to be on Farnham. He'll shoot 2. It's Travis Needham to the line. First shot up. No good. Second shot coming. Second shot's good. 51-17. Barrett inbounds to McAllister Perry. 8th grader running the point for much of the second half here. West Rutland has a couple players that swing between varsity and JV. Keaton Wright Chapman, the primary point guard, being one of them. That 3 off the front of the rim, no good. And Zach Farnham is putting on a little bit of a show here. He hustles, grabs that rebound, and then rips it away. Barrett immediately jacks the 3, no good. And Rochester pulls down the rebound. Had a player open deep in the West Side end, and then West Rutland got back to cover him up. Farnham pressure forces a tough pass, 14 able to handle it. Tyler Serrani gets a hand on that pass. Nice up fake, rolls off the front of the rim, no good. Mike Barrett gets his hands on the rebound. It carries out off the end line, and it'll be West Rutland ball. We're down to 4:21 left, and McAllister Perry needs a little help here. Zach Farnham comes back. And he carries up to midcourt. Hands off to Serrani. Serrani comes near side to Perry. Perry had a cutting Garrett Waite, but elects to kick back out to Tyler Serrani, who will reset the offense. Dribble drive into the paint off the left side. Right-handed try, no good. And West Rutland there for another rebound. That's Garrett Waite. And Tyler Serrani in there. West Side is mucking it up under the boards. So we're at 51-17 with 3:54 left. And West Rutland to inbound under their offensive hoop.
Box out, Joel.
Serrani with a long 3. Perry contests the rebound, but Rochester controls, and they are up to midcourt. Serrani pokes it away and then tries to hustle through, but Rochester maintains possession. West Rutland playing aggressive defense, hands up into passing lanes, poking balls away. Barrett shows you another example of it there, and now he is way up on him. Gets a hand on that. Rochester ball.
You can go back there too.
Nothing has been easy for Rochester tonight. Serrani extends the defense. Now Garrett Waite. And that pressure forces a travel against Rochester. We're down to 3:13 left, and it's a 51-17 lead. Fouls most likely not an issue here. Great job to get into some open space. Tyler Serrani, difficult finish off the glass and through. Excellent recognition to see a little bit of a gap there in the defense. Slide into it, and nice job of Westside to find that player. So that's going to be a foul on Westside. 32, Garrett Waite picks it up. Rochester to shoot 2. It is Joel Domas to the line, number 12. First foul on Waite, 6 on Westside, so I may have spoken too soon about foul trouble not being an issue. Rochester a foul away from going to the 1-and-1. First shot up, no good. Second shot up, off the rim, no good, and Tyler Serrani, athletic, great position, hauls down the rebound. Now he carries up to the wing, and he's looking to dribble drive here. Kicks out to Mac Perry, and Perry's going to reset the offense here. Farnham cuts through, and Perry heads far wing. A little bit of confusion here for West Rutland. Farnham thinks about the dribble drive now, brings it back out and swings to Serrani. 2:23 left, and Serrani's going to have a go. Wild try, no good, and Mikey Barrett continues to keep that ball alive down low. Not sure what the call is here. West Rutland going to inbound the ball off the baseline. We've got 2:15 left, and not sure what that call was. Farnham finds Perry. Perry likes the 3. Little too strong. Mike Barrett there for the rebound. Again, Mike Barrett off the glass, no good. So how about the third time? No good. Mikey Barrett is a handful on the boards. Quickness and length, great combination in this game. And he is tenacious as well. So that foul's on Westside, and Rochester's into the bonus here. They'll shoot a 1-and-1 with 2 minutes left. High off the rim, no good, and Mike Barrett comes down with it. Goes as far as he can, but Rochester, nice job to shut the door, kicks it out to Perry. Perry gets bodied out near the 3-point line. Jake Jones picks up his second. Sub coming for Rochester, 34, Ray Hart checking in, and 24, Darren Gendron checking out.
Leave him some room.
West Rutland goes backcourt to Serrani, and Serrani walks it up. Hands off to Perry. Perry short pass to Garrett Waite, to Farnham. Had a cutting Mikey Barrett, but Rochester there to deflect that pass. Player steps on the line. It is West Rutland inbounding the ball with 1:39 left. He finds Perry, and Perry, top of the key for Serrani. Serrani dribbles as far as the wing, and now he will dribble drive into the paint, goes hard, and 34 picks up the foul on the reach. That is Ray Hart picking up a foul, and that's 7 on Rochester. So after I told you we wouldn't need to worry about fouls, both teams in the bonus. 1:26 left here. That's the second on Mr. Hart. And Serrani will shoot. First shot rattles home. Second shot coming. Second shot off the glass, no good. Garrett Waite gives it a go, but Rochester has the position and the ball. And they are gonna get it up to midcourt. Tyler Serrani gonna play defense out well past the three-point line. Rochester far wing. Bounce pass, dribble drive, and great help defense there. Although Barrett backs off and leaves a man all alone on the block. A little bit of a mental lapse there. Got the hoop and the foul. 34, Ray Hart earns a trip to the line. He'll shoot one. Off the front of the rim, no good. And that's Tyler Serrani coming down with the ball. We are under a minute now in the fourth quarter, and West Rutland up 54-19 against Rochester. Been a dominating performance for Westside. Pressure defense and the full court press gave Rochester fits early. West Rutland able to find several wide open looks either on long passes or after patient offense, finding a cutter. Mac Perry dribble drive up off the glass and good. Mac Perry going strong. Great angle up off the glass for two more. It's 56-19 and the clock is winding down. We're at 25 seconds. And no slowdown. Tyler Serrani goes flying into the Rochester bench. Comes up a little gimpy, but Westside finishes. And absolutely no let up in intensity for the West Rutland boys. Serrani picked that pass off and then dives to make the save. Crashes into the chairs, but gets up limping, but pleased that Westside able to finish on the offensive half. That long shot is no good. And we are looking at a 58-19 Westside win. We'll stay for the handshakes and then hopefully be back for a player of the game interview after the game. And then it will be boys varsity action here. Rochester visiting West Rutland. Player of the game, Tyler Serrani. Congratulations.
Thank you.
13 points tonight. What was the difference tonight, Tyler?
Well, I think we really came together as a team tonight, and we ran our plays really well.
Yep.
We were making some hard cuts. Everybody was getting some good looks, making layups.
You guys played tenacious defense as well. Got your hands in a lot of lanes, picked off a lot of passes. Nice work tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.